Hi guys, Claudia and Dan here, and today we're reviewing Game of Thrones, Death is the Enemy, episode 6 of 7.
Season
7? Is it season 7?
Yeah. Fab.
It's been a while since I've
Glad we got that out of the way.
It's been a while since I've seen the episode. I'll admit I saw the leaked one.
I saw the leaked one. I couldn't wait.
He watched it first. He said to me, "You won't believe it. You have to see the leaked one." I thought, no, I don't want to watch the leaked one, and then I couldn't because everyone was spoiling it online.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was that situation where you either had to watch it or you're either going to get spoiled
or be spoiled. You know, it was like that. Does that make sense?
Spoil or be spoiled.
That's what it's like. Yeah. So I had to watch it because people were spoiling it for me. I'm glad I did, but it means the last time I watched it was a little while ago, so it's not fresh in my mind.
There's no real excuse for that. You could have easily watched it.
I could have rewatched it.
You had an extra day yesterday.
I don't need to do that. I don't. You rewatched it. You can give.
I've seen it about 4 times.
You loved it, didn't you? You beyond loved it.
I loved it.
Oh, not beyond loved it, because you seemed very enthusiastic the first time.
Well, I'm enthusiastic. That's the definition of loving something. But yeah, I didn't overly love it. Didn't beyond love it. I loved it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were excited about the whole group of Avengers-style Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I was. I was entirely. But I also think that should have been the entire episode.
Yeah, but the only other scenes that were in the episode were Sansa and Arya and
I
Tyrion
hated.
and Jaime. Yeah, can we
I hated those scenes.
Can we get to those scenes
with all my being?
Can we get to that bit before we do the rest? Because I mean,
Sure.
there's only like 3 big things to talk about. Kind of, really, aren't there? Like, there's the Sansa and Arya. There's Tyrion and Dany, which sort of ties in with the rest.
Yeah.
And then there's the big part of the episode, which we'll get to. Right, the Sansa and Arya things. I'm finding this a real struggle because I'm someone who likes both girls and wants them to work together. The show is making it really hard to like both of them at the same time, and I don't know why it's doing that. I don't really see why they've done this with Arya.
She's just so unlikable.
But I don't really feel like this is really true to her character to this extent. I understand her being like mistrustful of Sansa, but it doesn't make any sense because her whole thing is, loyalty to family.
Yeah.
And yet Sansa's like, hey, I went through a really rough time and I was a young child at the time. And Arya's just like, never mind, I don't care. But didn't we learn with the whole stuff with her and Faye Marseille's character, the waif, that Anza still got...
Waifu.
I just called it Anza.
Ansel Engelbert, Humperdinck. Engelbert Humperdinck.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Humpty Dumpty.
Sat on the wall.
Baby Driver was so shit. Carry on.
No, but didn't you feel like the whole thing we went through with Arya, like we went through a really long, maybe perhaps too long, perhaps her storyline with the whole like learning to be a faceless man or whatever went on a little too long, but I thought the whole point of it was that by the end she was like,
I think,
family means more, I still do have some empathy left, I can't commit to this entirely. I thought that she still had that sort of... She wants to be her. And yet in this episode she just came across like an absolute scary demon.
Talking of storylines going on too long, or the pacing of storylines, in some earlier videos I've made some comments about how it's faster, okay, and how that's better, okay? I have changed my mind.
So, like, this episode changed my mind on that as well. I've done a U-turn.
I've changed my mind because it now feels like it's the actual substance is too light and we're just like skipping over it, and it like nothing's really like being properly delved into.
I feel like we can probably get to that when we get to, because I feel like the main example of that were the examples with involving Gendry and Dany.
Yeah.
So when we get to the winter bit, like the wall bit, I know exactly what you mean. Like those were 2 examples that really stuck out to me as being like, nah, this feels a bit too...
I don't know.
Yeah. But it's before we leave the Sansa and Arya thing.
Sorry.
No, I completely agree with you. I literally thought of that the moment you said it. I was like, yeah. But, yeah, I'm struggling because poor Sansa, I don't really understand why they're doing this to the characters. Like, is this where George R. R. Martin was going? I can't believe that Sansa was she found a face. She found a face!
Yeah, I like Sandra a lot more this season. The stuff she's finding out about her siblings, just...
Like, the only kind of normal one is gone off somewhere. Like, John's gone. She's left with Bran and Arya. Bran has now become the normal one. So I'm just going to be hanging out with him a lot more now.
Yeah.
Hey, Bran. Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
yes, thanks, Bran. Yeah. I really feel like we can work on our bond. Arya's actually making me really angry, and I don't want to dislike Arya, but the way she was
so
written...
annoying.
Do you know what? It was more the way she was written that annoyed me than Arya herself, because that felt weirdly out of character, like, we need the sisters to fight. So, but it didn't feel like it didn't feel like Arya had a leg to stand on. Poor Sansa's like, let me explain, and Arya's just like, let me creep you out.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
I can't believe she literally threatened to kill her own sister. And just
I just really hope it's all a big sort of... I was never being a dickhead. I knew it was Littlefinger all along.
No, but people are theorising that because they're so desperate for this not to be real. That,
it definitely is Littlefinger.
No,
that's the plot.
No, but as in this whole Arya thing, some people are saying that, you know, she was talking about the game of faces where you tell 2 truths and a lie, or is it 2 lies and a truth?
Truth or dare.
Anyway, something like that. And they were saying, oh yeah, she's. Do you know what? I'm actually going to find the post. Oh my god, I find it! Okay, oh here we go, right, here it is. Right, this post was written by PotterGirl05. We've been seeing her for a long time. Okay, so I'm going to read you this post.
2 hours.
I hope you don't mind me reading this, Pottergirl, but I will credit you for this post, right?
Potter!
Arya started playing the game of faces as soon as she entered the room. The game consists of making a lie sound like a truth. Arya's lie became obvious the moment she said she wondered what it would feel like to wear those pretty dresses and be the Lady of Winterfell. Arya would never do such as wearing dresses, and she has never before expressed any wish to rule over anything, not even her home. The moment Arya handed her sister the blade, pointed towards her stomach and not Sansa's, the game was over, and she hinted that what she said, the threat, was a lie, because Arya would never kill Sansa. Arya did not do this because she despises or fully mistrusts Sansa, but because she doesn't trust Littlefinger. She is well aware that Littlefinger is the enemy. Arya is playing the game and winning, and you're all bitching about her being just a murderous psychopath. Yeah, I just feel like it is a good theory, but like at the same time it doesn't make sense, because why the hell would Arya be like, Sansa, I'm gonna, instead of just saying to you, hey, Littlefinger's a dick.
Because she can't trust Sansa. Like, to leak that. I wouldn't trust Sansa with that information. What,
the Littlefinger's bad?
Yeah.
So instead you'd...
Well, clearly it doesn't work, because the moment Littlefinger knows you know, he does something about it, doesn't he?
Oh, I suppose... Actually, yeah. So I suppose it could be Arya's clever way of doing it, but she could have done it in a way that was less threatening.
Yeah.
Sansa's not going to be sleeping soundly anymore in that place.
Who is in Game of Thrones, though?
Okay, sorry, I'm sorry, that took ages to find, but for you it won't have taken any time at all, but I wasted so much time on that place.
Bloody hell.
Anyway.
I want to die now, I'm ready for death. It's been so long. Searched for that for 5 hours. It's the end. Just end it.
But it does frustrate me.
My life.
Because why would D&D do that? Like, I feel like, unless it is clever, unless it is this clever twist, it just feels ridiculous, and it's the first time I've actually really disliked Arya, and I've never wanted to dislike her. I want to like her, but for the first time I actually thought, do you know what, I don't even like you. And I don't even blame the character, I blame the writing. Let's move on.
Brilliant.
So, what do you want to go for? So, I suppose...
What else can we go for, other than the main plot?
Alright, well let's go for the main plot then, so let's discuss.
Should we go like moment by moment?
You choose, this is your fave bit, so...
Your fave bit was the Sansa and Arya bit?
No.
Oh, okay.
My fave bit happened within the,
yeah, okay. I think I know which bit your favourite bit was.
I think I've told you. Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like Gendry was a little underused.
Majorly underused.
He was... and it would be fine if he was just slightly underused, but he was sort of used as like the little...
Podrick.
The little,
they
yeah, the
just
little...
brought Podrick.
Oh, he's not very smart, is he? Yeah, and it was a bit like, oh, you little whinger. It's, you know, and he's like, oh, yeah. Oh, guys. Yeah, it's like, let me come with you. Be like Iron Fist from The Defenders.
Yeah, that's
the best comparison I can make.
That's really harsh.
I binge watched The Defenders this weekend. I recommend it to all. But yeah, and...
Let's just, since we're on Gendry, like, let's just talk about the fact that he's really underused. And then his big part of the episode was Run back to the wall, Gendry! Run fast! You're the fastest! Give me your hammer because it will slow you down.
Yeah.
Run. And they're telling it, like, I don't know, how long were the gang supposed to have been on that little ice island for? Because are we supposed to believe that Gendry ran?
I imagine.
How long did it take
that
him?
unbelievable.
Did he camp and sleep in the meantime?
Well, no, I mean, I don't. He was just.
How far do you reckon the
I
White
don't
Walkers
know.
are then? Because, like, judging by that episode, they're camping 5 minutes away from the wall. It didn't seem like they were walking very
I think
long.
they must have been. I think they must have been walking way longer than what we saw.
But how did Gendry get there so?
I don't know. He's just really fast.
And then-
You're the fastest for a reason.
But then-
It's like super
The
fast.
step further than that is, he collapsed outside of the wall. They
Yeah.
had to find him. He had to say, send a raven. Presumably they had to get the raven, sort all that out,
Yeah.
say to him, right, someone had to transcribe it. What do we write? They sent it off. A raven had to fly all the way to Dragonstone.
It's not going to take the Raven very long, is it?
They probably took the hammer off the raven and were like, run.
Yeah.
Fly,
It'll
Raven.
slow you down.
Dany had to get it, but then she didn't even immediately leave.
Well, no. I think they were on the ice for like a night.
She put on a special white winter coat and everything. And had a
She had
conversation.
to dress up to rescue them. Yeah.
And then she sort of was like, had a conversation with Tyrion, and
yeah.
then she disappeared. And then it took her like, how fast do
Her
dragons
a
fly
while, yeah.
then?
I bet she was I bet she was there longer, but she just wanted to like wait for the best moment to like. Waiting for it to be
hovering
the
there,
last
like-
possible moment. Yeah. She wants the coolest entrance in a cool new dress.
But to be fair, someone did freeze to death. So I mean, maybe they've been on that island for a few days.
Thoros didn't freeze to death.
Yeah.
Well, he died from his injuries. He just like.
Oh, I thought he froze his.
Well, he
okay.
froze. Well,
oh yeah,
sort of
yeah,
froze,
both, I
yeah,
guess,
like-
yeah. But yeah. So are we assuming they've been on the island for about a couple of days, or what?
No, they weren't for a couple of days. They were there for like a night. Like.
So do you think they slept there?
Well, no. They were awake all night, but I think they were just awake all night. Because they were awake all night.
So question.
Yeah.
If Gendry managed to get back to the wall, why didn't they all just go back to the wall? Why didn't they all just run back to the wall with Gendry? Like, if a couple of them had taken the White Walker together, I know it would have been a tiny
Why
bit
didn't
slower.
they take the Why didn't they send the White Walker with Gendry?
Yeah, but you poor Gendry, like, you can't, just him and that zombie White Walker, just like...
Could have been a cool like buddy cop film.
Yeah, in the end they decide they're not going
Side
back.
plot, yeah.
They're not going back, they're going somewhere
Yeah.
else to seek their fortune. But yeah, well, I don't understand why they all ran the other direction, like...
I mean, yeah, there are a few sort of issues like that in the episode, though. Like, when all the dragons come, why didn't they just kill the White Walkers there and then?
What, the main ones? Yeah, we'll just kill the
That is
first
true.
one.
I did think about that. I thought, why don't they just kill the White Walkers right now?
Yeah.
They've only got spears. What happens if the White Walkers just get like burned with flames?
And also, like, he
Be
was-
all over.
the king or the dude that was in... Was it the Night King that threw the javelin?
An absolute G.
Yeah, but he wasn't actually doing it that fast. He was like,
Yeah, that's because he's
let
cold.
me...
That's because he's
How-
cold.
how-
What's that?
How long would it go? It was lining up and like... I'm sure... But like, you're right, after the first javelin
He
hit...
could bloody throw for shit though, couldn't he? Huh? Bloody hell.
I couldn't even
That went
believe it. He could probably...
Same with the Hound though, bloody hell, he was standing on that island, he threw that rock and it
What
hit.
if that's it? That's the final battle because
What's going on? Yeah, those two throwing things at each
It's a
other.
massive game of Loza.
Yeah. Loza.
Across the
Loza.
Anyone who's from Britain, did you
Oh,
play Loza?
Loza.
Did you play Loza when you were at school? What a game. Oh.
Loza. I feel like that might just be like our area. No, you want to play a game of Loza?
That's what
It's like, is this just catch? It's just catch, yeah.
Over a long distance.
Loza. Loza, mate. Oh,
Oh,
but yeah. I mean, yeah.
But after the first dragon goes down, he's taking his time to throw, like, just burn him now. Why give him the time?
Also, why does... Why? Look, I really did love the episode.
Yeah, so did I. I really enjoyed it a lot.
Why they have the chance, right? I entirely blame Viserion's death on Jon Snow, okay? Right, there was no reason Jon had to show off and, like, go and kill the rest of those white. There was no reason for that. Everyone else got on the bloody dragon. And Jon's deciding he's gonna run off and, like...
No, but do you think...
And Dany's like... Oh. And he's like... Ooh, oh. And bloody Viserion's like... Fucking...
But if they, like, really needed Jon to go off and do that, why didn't they have something like someone he'd known, like one of the wildlings, as a zombie or something?
Hodor.
Yeah, and he could have recognised them, and that could have been a reason why Jon... He goes to try and help them or something because he's got such a big heart. Or he's like, you know, oh, what's this?
That'd be a bit of a random element to the episode, though, wouldn't it? Like, they're all about to leave and suddenly, like, just out of nowhere, like, white Hodor shows up. Hodor, like, and Jon's like, Hodor, like, it's so weird.
Leave him,
like,
Jon!
Yeah.
You can't save him now!
Come with us, Hodor. And he's clearly, like, dead. He's, like, his eyes out, and he's like, oh. Jon's like, come with us.
That would be really nice. But yeah, I didn't quite understand that. What was he trying to achieve?
I hear Viserion's death rests entirely on that. His name is Viserion, right?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Okay, good.
I feel like after that moment, though, I feel like Dany, instead of thinking, oh, this man, I would have thought, do you know what? My true love's already on this dragon. He climbed straight up.
Yeah.
Jorah Mormont's right here.
Jorah, yeah. Jorah was, like, looking at Dany as well when the dragon died, because he knew, like, how upset she'd be.
He's thinking that that's her kid.
Yeah.
That's her kid, and, like...
Good old Jorah.
Although she didn't...
Jorah the Explorer.
She didn't really... When you think about the other, like, Cersei losing Joffrey...
Yeah.
Catelyn losing Robb... Like, all these characters losing their kids... I was expecting a little more from Dany.
Yeah, but it is just Viserion, isn't it? It's the equivalent of, like, Tommen. You'd be a little bit upset, but not the worst child to lose.
Do you think that if Tommen had gone in Joffrey's place, Cersei would have just been a bit, like, sulky for a few days?
Yeah.
She's just gone a bit quiet, like...
Tyrion? Yeah, none of season 4 would have happened. It would have... Oh, Tyrion. There's no trial or anything, no one cares.
Okay, so let's talk about...
I can picture in my head is just Gendry falling into that snow. Just running and falling into the snow. He had one job. He was so close. Why did he fall over?
Can you imagine as well if he was so disorientated by then that he forgot to tell them to send the raven and he just collapsed and they took him in and put him somewhere warm?
Gendry'd forgotten, and like we cut back to like some other subplot where Gendry's just back in King's Landing, like doing his. He's like,
no, but
I think I forgot something.
Or he could be a bit more Machiavellian than that. Like,
oh,
can you imagine?
yeah.
He's like, it's mine now. Hey guys, what if I just ran back to the wall?
What's his now? What? He said, it's mine now. What's his now?
The kingdom, I guess.
It's mine now. Just in his head, it's mine now. What's yours?
It's mine.
It's mine. It's all mine. I think it would have been a better sort of plot crossover if it had actually been, and I thought it was for a bit, when the guys came out from the wall. I thought it was Ed and that lot.
Was it not Ed?
No, it was Davos, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
So I thought it was going to be Ed in the episode.
Yeah, I don't actually remember seeing Davos go there with them, but he was there apparently. Oh no, he was there, wasn't he? He was in Eastwatch, yeah. But yeah, I thought it was going to be the wall lot, the proper wall lot.
They didn't really need to be Davos there, did it?
No.
Why was he the first out as well?
Also, how did they see Gendry? Like, was it someone at the top of the wall?
Yeah, because they're supposed to be watching, aren't
Because
they?
literally the moment he falls over, that gate opens and they run out. And there's definitely no windows in that gate.
No, because they can see people
They were
from
just
a distance.
listening.
They can see people from a distance. Like, you know, Dany at
Yeah,
the
but
end.
how did that message get down to them so quickly that they ran out immediately? Were they waiting behind the gate? Just really
Davos
late.
probably was waiting for his invitation to go with.
Yeah. Yeah, he probably only
They're
said it
asking
last
you
week,
to-
like, oh, I'm too old to go. Like, he actually wanted them to say, like, oh, no, come on, Davos. But, yeah.
I'm just the
were
onion
like,
knight and
yeah.
I can't read. Well, I can read a bit now.
Yeah.
I guess I could help if I was.
I guess I could. I also think poor old Uncle Benjamin was a bit underused.
Uncle Benjamin. That was far fetched.
dead
I'm
now,
sorry,
isn't he?
but like, how has he survived that long on his own? with
Because
just
he's
that
like,
bloody-
he's like. He's like in between dead and alive, isn't he?
But like, the timing of that just felt a bit silly. Like the fact
Yeah,
that.
yeah, it was a bit silly. It was
And,
like-
and is it that easy to cut through those whites?
Yeah.
Because he really just rode on through.
John actually got very lucky this episode. Several occasions.
Yeah, he did.
Unrealistically so.
Yeah.
Numerous occasions. I mean, when he was under the ice, wasn't he? Some people theorise that he actually did die under there and he was brought back again.
But then it would have been like, if that was the case, it would have been more exciting to actually see it happen.
Yeah.
you don't know this, but
Unless it's like a Moffat style plot twist, and at the end of the season we go back in time, we see all the times he could have died.
yeah, but that wouldn't be that exciting.
No, I guess not. Yeah.
You know that time when John was
One
under the
time
ice
John walked out of this scene, he died outside the door.
and
like,
woke up again.
eh,
He doesn't remember, but it happened. Right, so I want to talk about the friendships that were formed, because some people didn't like this, but this was what I liked about the team up was that, okay, I know it's a bit silly that they kept changing formation and getting into their little twos and changing over.
Yeah, but that needed to happen, didn't
But
it?
I really liked the conversation. So first of all, I really liked Jorah and Jon, and the whole Jon giving him Longclaw and then Jorah saying, no, I couldn't,
Yeah,
it's yours. That was lovely. And it's really, I think it's signposting the fact, it's almost like Jorah giving him his acceptance, and I feel like Dany and Jon's child will probably be given Longclaw
And be called Jorah.
and...
The ultimate friend zone, yeah. From beyond the grave. Oh, you called your child. Oh. Oh, Khaleesi, oh.
I guess that's
Oh,
okay.
what's your child called? Oh, dear. That's my name.
Yeah, but I thought that was lovely. Another one that was really good was I really liked the Hound and Tormund. I
that's a
wouldn't
good
have
friendship.
thought that would work so well, but they
No.
really are great.
Yeah.
And my favourite moment of the whole episode was when the Hound saved Tormund. Because it was great, because it was like
Oh my god, that was actually horrible. I have
thought Tormund
never
was
in my
going.
life
I thought he was going. I was gonna
ever
cry.
thought I'd hear Tormund shout,
Please help
scream,
me,
help me.
please
Yeah, oh
help
my
me.
god, that's horrible.
But it was beautiful because the first time someone was in trouble, the Hound was too scared to help. But the
Yeah.
second time, he's a hero and he was like, no, I'm going to
Yeah.
do this. And
I love the Hound.
I really love the Hound as well.
Yeah.
And I loved... that goes without saying that I love Tormund.
Yeah, I love Tormund.
Everyone loves Tormund. I feel like everyone's saying that, oh, Tormund is the new bisexual Game of Thrones icon, but what I got clearly from his conversation was that he's straight.
Yeah, yeah.
What
It wasn't,
that?
yeah, he wasn't
He
saying
wasn't
like, I
saying,
like
like-
dick, he was saying,
Yeah.
he was saying, yeah, he just heard a new word for it.
And I should just say as well, obviously, like, just because I talk about this all the time, like, obviously you can be a gender and have different genitalia, but in the Game of Thrones universe, I don't think they're too up to date on their trans issues, to be honest.
You never know.
Maybe Tormund does like different, it's literally just the genitalia itself.
Yeah.
Sorry. Maybe you should
Yeah,
make
sure.
a video about, like, LGBT in the
Tormund,
Game of Thrones
LGBT,
universe.
just specifically Tormund, yeah.
Tormund's thoughts on the
Tormund and
LGBT community.
representation in Game of Thrones, yeah.
Tormund's take.
Yeah. The characterisation of Tormund and how it represents the LGBT situation in our world today. Like,
Like my thesis or
yeah,
something.
dissertation. I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
If we're looking for, if we're looking for a bi among that group, John is the most likely. By miles. Have you seen that? The people are going on about
By
the way...
miles.
Everyone's going on about the way John looks at Dany, but I swear, the way John looks at everyone in that whole group is just awe and love.
Yeah.
Like the way he looks at Gendry, the way he's just happy. He's happy to have friends and pals.
There were some great shots in there.
Oh, the cinematography
Yeah.
and everything was good.
The
bit where Tormund and John were back to back and they thought they were going to die.
that was good. That was very Toy Story 3, wasn't it? Yeah.
I really thought that.
Yeah. And but I did like that because I don't know if anyone else noticed, but I was occasionally struggling to keep track of like who was who occasionally because they're all wearing very similar like.
There's two
coats.
characters that I do struggle with anyway.
What?
It's
which
the one who died.
Thoros and Beric.
The horse and Beric. It's
Well,
those two. Yeah.
But But yeah, I was so relieved to see Jorah in that moment where they were all looking at each other like, because I thought Jorah had died for some reason. I thought, oh my god, is Jorah dead? Because they were last to show him, and I thought, oh my god. He just had some really uneventful death. Thoros and Beric's swords can both light up, right? Is it them that are... Is it only them wielding it that can allow that to happen?
I think
Or is
so.
it the sword?
I think it's only them.
Oh,
wielding
okay.
it.
Why is that?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I think people who know Game of Thrones lore better will probably be able to answer that.
People that can answer that. I really wanted to see, just at one point, just Jon using a fire sword. Would that have been impossible? Answers.
So if he'd used their sword...
Just once, yeah, if like Beric had thrown him the fire sword and then there was a shot of like Jon with the fire sword. That's what I
It
wanted.
could be a bit of comedy shot where Jon really wants to use the fire sword, but every time he takes the fire sword, the fire goes out.
It's in the middle of like everyone's
background of the
dying.
scene.
Just
Just in the
after the scene
background
where
of the scene.
Tormund's like, help me, you see Jon like, oh. He throws it back. Let me try again. Like, oh.
Yeah, what else?
Oh, come on.
Okay, what about the bit where the Hound decided to... I mean, I know we've spoken a bit about Loza, but I love the Hound. He's relatable. The Whites suddenly got clever after he did that, for some weird reason.
That one specific white.
He suddenly thought, wait a minute.
Like, hang on.
They must be really, like, not that bright, because clearly if they all do it...
What, the whites? What did you expect them to be?
But they've got leaders, surely. Like, surely one of the leader Whites would be like...
No, there is no leader white.
No, but the ones who turn them are clearly
White Walkers
brighter.
are,
Like,
well, the White Walkers are bright.
why didn't the White Walkers say to their people, like, okay, right, so guys, one at a time, it'll be better.
Actually, that's the scene I wanted to see.
Guys,
Just
wait,
but
no,
the White Walker
stop.
himself also being quite wary of if the lake's going to break, and like they're all just watching it, and he's like,
Okay, now you.
okay, guys, okay, now very slowly.
Not you, no!
Stop, no, stop! Shoot, I'm gonna fall.
Do you want to kill us all? Is that what you want?
Oh.
It's so funny.
I don't know. I feel like for the entire show, the White Walkers have been built up. Even up to this stage, they're built up as this like real menacing, sinister threat. Like that are just always in the background. They're always like the puppeteers. So I don't know what, I just found it so funny when like mid like the first act of like the episode, Jon and the gang just straight up like mugged that White Walker. They got mugged. Oh my god! Just ran up to him and like boys. They savaged him and his crew like out of nowhere.
He kind of took away some of the
But yeah, a little bit, yeah.
And so did Uncle Benjamin. Right?
It's a bit like seeing. Yeah.
Imagine if the whole
don't know why I
team
was
had been on horses with some sort of flaming thing. They could have taken the whole lot out. Written around, White Walkers around.
There's also literally no reason why Uncle Benjamin couldn't have just put Jon on his horse and they rode off together.
It was another thing like Jon and that blooming dragon, wasn't it?
They're so-
It was
yeah.
like...
Really? Yeah.
How's Jon going to explain that when he's back? So what happened? Well, basically, when he came, he was on this horse, taking them all down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Uncle Benjamin.
Uncle Ben.
He could have been Uncle Ben.
Uncle Benjamin.
Not your father, Peter. I mean, Uncle Benjamin could have been like part of the actual squad, couldn't he? Maybe
Yeah.
if they'd met up with Uncle Benjamin during the first fight and then he'd gone with them.
There
No,
would,
the
there would be
Magnificent
no
Eight.
issues anymore, though, would there? Because Uncle Benjamin would just...
Well, he's not indestructible, is he?
I feel like he's been surviving for a long time though, and he'd be pointing out all these flaws, like, guys, why send Gendry? Why don't we all go back? And things like that.
Uncle Benjamin's just really smart about how the plot is, yeah.
He's not even that smart, just common sense. Like, I
Yeah. Oh.
kind of think how with the White Walkers have those javelins, yeah.
Yeah.
Why didn't they just kill them?
Well,
when they
yeah,
were on
I
the
heard that.
island? Why didn't they
I've heard people say that, but also I think it's just like a power play, really. They're just trying to be like, we could do this, but we don't need to, because
But why
you're
would-
so absolutely effed in the...
Is that how you
Bee.
is that how you characterise the White
Yeah, I
Walkers?
think so, yeah.
You think
No,
they just
seriously,
wanted to watch them, like...
I think
Here
it's
we
like
are.
a status thing, yeah. Genuinely, I think it is.
I just kind of think the writers didn't think about that, because...
No, because I don't know. I genuinely think the entire episode was actually a trap.
So they could get hold of
A dragon.
a dragon. But how could they possibly have thought to themselves, well, Danny's going to turn up?
Because, have you seen the theory that the Night King is Bran?
No.
That's the theory. That's a genuine
Okay,
theory.
give me the theory.
Because these two seem really weirdly connected, like, and they have done for quite
Well,
a
he
while.
looked right at the Ravens.
Yeah, and
okay.
before in like season 6, like the Night King managed to touch Bran.
Yeah.
Like, and the Night King straight up just killed the three-eyed raven, like,
Right.
as if like you lied to me. Like, this is what I became. Like,
Okay.
so there's that theory that yeah, Bran at some point, as he is now, where he's at Winterfell, he's going to get older, like go back in time to when the White Walkers were first created, accidentally walk into that guy, become the Night King, and then live out his life as the Night King as well, and then like.
So he has to do it because he knows it's already happened.
Yeah, there's something like that. Yeah.
And that would also explain why he hasn't killed Jon, because he.
Yeah, yeah.
That would really explain a lot of the silliness that goes on with
Is
the
that
White
sort of-
That's why they're walking so slowly, because Bran can't exactly make them stop walking, but he doesn't want them to get there too fast. So he's like, guys, if we just
Well, yeah.
steady pace, guys. Just
Yeah.
cash.
One of the White Walkers like, haven't we already been this way? He's like,
No.
no,
No, not at all.
This is a different route. Oh, okay. I'm glad. Yeah.
Your characterisation of these White Walkers is fascinating to me.
I should write the spin-off, one of the spin-off shows about the Night Walkers. The Night
The Night Walkers.
The
Night
Night Walkers.
That could be what it's called.
That implies they do something entirely different.
They might.
Some like
I'm sure they're...
Netflix original, The Night Walkers.
It's an 18 or something. It's an 18. The Night featuring the Night King.
It's not even like a really like. It's just like a really in-depth character piece though. Like it's just about them and their life, and like how they deal with being the Night Walkers. And it's like, it's
actually nothing to do with Game of
gritty
Thrones.
original drama,
takes
but it is
place
the
in the
White Walkers though.
universe.
But yeah.
Well, it could be true. We don't see that much of them. Like they have lives as
See one
well.
of them, like, waiting on the side of a road or something.
I can't go with it. But have we considered, like, we don't know what the White Walkers want, in all seriousness.
We do now.
We do, but we're assuming they're really bad. But what if when they finally get there, through the wall, they're really reasonable, and they're just like the wildlings, and they say, look,
Yeah.
we just...
Hi. Can we come and
Can you stop killing us?
It's like
and
super cold.
if you could take the wall down, it's dangerous.
It's really politically wrong. It's bad. Like that's bad.
Would you call us the white? What?
You call us what?
What are you, the pinks?
Wow.
But like, I've seen some people say,
Very like the rest of like the characters we already know, like from like below the wall, like bloody liberals.
wanting to come here.
Bloody liberals.
And they're like, we've been here since the first men.
Guys,
We've
yeah.
been living here this whole time, and you put this wall up, and it's really cold. Oh, there's not enough room
Bloody-
taking our jobs
Whoa.
and our women. What's this?
Oh.
It just turns into this.
Bloody whites.
This turns into this like political statement. Like, do you imagine that? All the people we thought were our heroes, we suddenly do this complete U-turn, and we're all with the Night King by the end of it.
Yeah.
Jon Snow's the villain of the piece.
Deary me.
Wow, this is.
I wonder what seriously, I wonder what the White Walkers do actually want.
I've heard a theory that I'm not joking, this is a serious theory, that they want a Night Queen, that there's some sort of prophecy. No, seriously. There's some sort of prophecy that they need a woman from the south or something, and that they will to marry the white.
And then what?
The
What's the
Night
point?
King. I don't know.
How does that benefit them in any way?
He's lonely. He's lonely. He's coming with his court. He's a
Looking
king,
for love.
and he's coming. That's why he came.
Like all the whites are just like his bros, and it's like the rest of the White Walkers are his wingmen. Like, it's just like,
Can you imagine that though?
I'm sure she'll like you, bro. You should go for it. Oh, I don't know, guys. No, bro, go for it.
She's out of my league though.
Bro.
No, that is one theory, and then there's still my theory.
Does he know who he's looking for though, or is he?
Just a potential
Oh, okay.
Night Queen.
Okay.
But who out of the characters could actually? Who would they? I mean, at this point, they could just give him Arya, couldn't they? Really? But she's acting a bit weird.
I don't know.
She's acting a bit weird, like.
I don't know. I think the Night King's a bit too normal for Arya.
Imagine the Night King would be like, "Oh, what's this in your bag?"
Oh, I mean, why have you got photos?
In your bag. I mean,
Look, I don't think this is going to work out. I'm sorry.
what about your sister? I mean, no. Can you imagine the actual love story of this whole piece is actually the Night King and Sansa? He comes to the wall.
That's the plot of season 8.
Because you know Sansa's always like, I want to marry a king and like have princes and stuff. And the moment it's like Vision and Scarlet Witch, like the moment he comes to King, the moment he gets to Winterfell, Sansa's just like, oh, oh hi.
It's like, oh, hi. I'm the Night King, is it?
And everyone disapproves.
But, yeah.
Everyone disapproves. What? You and a Night King? Like, you'd like different species. Like, it's disgusting. It would be beautiful.
Oh.
So I think we should now take. This has gone. So I don't even know what this is. So we should go to the last bit, which was Jon gets back to the wall, and Jorah, bless his heart, he was pleased to see him. Like he could have been a little bit disappointed to see him. He was standing at the top with Dany. Here comes Jon Snow.
What was the deal with some characters deciding to like stay at Eastwatch and some not? Why did Beric and the Hound say goodbye to each other? At what point did the Hound decide to go with them all? At what point did Tormund decide to stay behind? I feel like there are many things like they didn't quite get told. There's no real reason why they're staying.
It's just
there.
for the plot of next week for some reason.
Why do they need to be at Eastwatch? Yeah. What are they
plot
doing?
next week.
Just Tormund and Beric Dondarrion doing what? Like what's?
The real that can go in the series. Tormund's take. Me and Sir Beric. So I don't know. I wanted for ages like the Jon and Dany thing is in a way yes, in a way no for me. Like, the incest still puts me off slightly.
Yeah,
It's
but I
not-
also feel like if they didn't get together in like the end of Game of Thrones, it wouldn't have been Game of Thrones.
No,
I feel like it's always been leading to this.
Well,
anyway.
yeah, but the thing that bothers me is not the fact that they are related so much in a way, even in this universe. It's the fact they don't know, which makes me feel uncomfortable. Like, if they knew and they were like, fuck it, I don't care, it would be not great, but I just feel like they've both got a really horrible surprise coming, and it makes me uneasy every single scene. It would be like if Jaime and Cersei weren't aware and the viewers knew. Think about how different and how much more uncomfortable that would make everything. Like, oh god, imagine if we just it's like finding out Sam and Gilly are like.
Have you seen like the recent comparisons between like Peter Parker and Jon Snow? Not that Peter Parker's like attracted to his aunt, but there's the sort of like, because everyone considers the new Aunt May like hot Aunt May. And he's like, they've both got hot aunts. They've both got Uncle Bens. They've both like.
I think the person who made that was implying something like that. I worry about that. You're just
No, they weren't.
too like you just don't want to believe that. So you're like no, it's just saying that they both got hot aunts and an Uncle Ben.
Oh.
And really, yeah.
Dear me. That's what I was going with that. There we go.
But yeah, I do find that I'm happy that Dany and Jon are now sort of like, there is romance blossoming, but it feels a little fast.
Tell you what, it was weird seeing Jon Snow with his hair back how it used to be.
Yeah.
Like now, it was so weird because his face has got older and like...
It was a bit
odd.
weird.
Felt uncomfortable.
But I didn't understand what made Jon suddenly decide to bend the knee.
Because...
I feel like I missed that part. Like, why did he suddenly... I can understand him loving... Wouldn't that... I don't know, if I was writing that scene, I would have written it as... He realises he likes Dany, he respects her, she saved him, but I still can't bend the knee. And then Dany, being her personality, would think, you know what, I actually kind of respect that stubbornness.
Yeah. And I thought that's what they sort of did earlier in the season.
I mean, isn't this where Jorah's gone wrong? Jorah's gone with the whole, yes, Khaleesi,
Yeah.
whatever you say. And he got, you know where he's been put?
Yeah.
He's in the friend zone.
Maybe, I think she just enjoys friend zoning people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
That's what she's going to do with Jon, like, yeah.
Doesn't, like, maybe...
In like the next episode there'll be a scene where he like goes to kiss her or something and she'll be like, what, I'm sorry? you misunderstood. Yeah. Yeah.
What is this review? What is this?
The Night King comes down like, hey guys, I'm...
The Great Love Triangle is Dany, Sansa, and the Night King. And he's torn between... He's like the Bella, and that's her Edward and Jacob. And he's like, the Dragon Queen, wow, she's so powerful. But Sansa has a big heart. She's been through a lot. She's a northern girl. Like, that's the next book that George R. R. Martin's writing, and it's like a teen romance. The Night King as our protagonist.
Oh. Oh,
But yeah,
dear.
are you on board with the Jon and Dany thing now? Like the way they did it?
Yeah.
Kind of?
Why not?
I was a bit... Why did he call her Dany, though? It felt too fan-pleasing. Like, would Jon, knowing who she is as a person and everything, just randomly be like...
I don't know, I think... Well, I don't know, I think Jon sees that she's not as, like... this regal figure as she, like, claims to be. And, like, I think Jon always, like... likes to make friends with people, doesn't he? I don't know, I don't think...
Yeah, but just the fact that... Why would he assume that was her nickname anyway? Like, it's not something you automatically assume, is it? You'd automatically assume something.
You'd automatically assume. Automatic assume. Automatic assume.
It's not something...
He'll get automatic ashamed when he finds out this is up.
But like, he should have called her something like, I don't know, if you were going to shorten Daenerys, what would your first Daenerys? Nerys or something, wouldn't it?
Nerys. Nerys.
Is that a Doctor Who reference?
Yeah, the Doctor Who.
Nerys.
Nerys. Because you're a peach. What was it? Something like that?
Rotting. She's rotting like a peach.
Okay.
Going off.
Okay, I'm glad it was a peach.
And the people who watch this for Game of Thrones aren't going to understand what's going on.
Yeah, they will.
They won't understand.
Yeah, we always mention different things.
So, Jon and Dany are now
If
together.
not, look up Nerys from Doctor Who. Oh.
So, Jon and
Yeah.
Dany are now together.
Well, I mean,
It's
don't put a label
It's
on
one
it.
of those sort of... I want to see Jorah's reaction to all that, really. Because I feel like... I do feel like Dany's made a mistake.
Yeah.
And it's funny I should think that, considering at the start I really wasn't behind the whole Dany and Jorah thing. But now I feel like she's making a huge mistake. And not even just because... Even if he wasn't her nephew.
Yeah.
Even if he wasn't... Can I just say how disturbing it is and how weird that... Right, so all these people, like, are like, oh no, like, Jaime and Cersei, incest, wow, it's terrible. Like, and yeah, we all agree it's terrible, but these same people were turning around and they're all like, oh yeah, Jon and Dany.
Yeah.
There's some prejudice going on here. Like, you either accept it in universe or you don't. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
you know?
You know.
You know what I'm saying?
The Targaryens have always done it, though, haven't they? Like, it's always a bit...
That'll be some consolation, won't it?
Yeah.
But the Targaryens,
They've always done that
they
sort of
find
thing.
out and Dany just goes to Jon.
Dany just knows.
It's alright, because...
How creepy would that be?
She's like,
It's a new
why does that
creepy
bother me?
twist,
I was going to marry Viserys. Jon's like, what? I'm
What the
sorry?
hell was that noise?
It sounded like a snake music.
Sounded, didn't it? Yeah.
Snake music!
Or like Muttley laughing from like Wacky Races. Oh, brilliant.
Right, so the next time trailer,
Looks really cool.
Right.
Next episode does look like brilliance.
it's basically all the characters. They're going to bring the White to Cersei. And what I don't understand is why they actually think. Consider, like, Tyrion is on their side. Tyrion knows Cersei very
Have you
well.
said in the trailer though, Tyrion looks like he's shitting his pants.
Well, just because Tyrion knows this is a ridiculous idea. What
Yeah,
do I
no,
think
that's
Cersei's
the
going to
thing
do?
though. Yeah, that's the thing.
What? So Cersei's going to see the White. What do I think she's going to do? Oh, I've got to help
Well, they are
everyone.
naive though. They are. They don't know how much of like a crazy poo Cersei Lannister is. Like they don't.
I think that you. Yeah, but why would they even assume Cersei would
What are you
care?
about to say?
Why would they?
I think that you. What was that? I think that you should stop. I've had enough.
I just don't see how this is going to work. Like, what do they imagine is going to happen when they put that thing in front of Cersei?
As if it was going to work anyway.
Sunshine and rainbows, like, music starts playing, the smile starts to grow slowly on Cersei's face. She puts her hand on Jon's shoulder. She goes, I'll help you, Jon. All of a sudden, out of
Okay. I'll do it. Yeah.
we have to build the
thing is though, why are they doing it though?
Just because they want to prove to Cersei that the Whites exist.
Why?
Because they think that it will help them all band together, but
They've literally got 2 dragons, the entire Dothraki army, the entire Unsullied army, the entire Lords of Winterfell in the north.
also as well, it doesn't make any sense because even if she believes them and everything,
I thought,
how is that going to lead to Cersei being like, okay, you be queen?
yeah, oh, okay.
I guess the Whites are real, so you should be queen. Doesn't make any sense.
I guess you're right. Yeah,
Let's go
yeah,
home.
I do
Jamie.
see that, White. Let's go home.
And Jamie just walk off hand in hand.
And Qyburn.
And then the last scene of Game of Thrones is like Jon and Dany watch them go, they're really happy. They're like kissing or something, and then Jon just looks at them and goes, oh, aren't they related?
And then he's just like,
And then like,
and he tries to get. Oh, that piece of music was the incidental comedy music from Merlin.
BBC Merlin.
Dun, 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 dun. Whenever like the episode would end
Silly Merlin.
with like Gaius selling Merlin something like, "No, we're eating rats. We're eating rats," and Merlin would be like, dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it's Beatles.
We're drinking your
It's my
bath
bath.
We need to stop. Right, okay, thank you for watching. This is going to be so long. I'm sorry that it's, I'm doing it again.
Thank
At
you.
the end of every
You
video,
always so,
my
like,
instant reaction is to go,
Your self-esteem
"I am sorry."
dies at the end of these videos. Like,
go,
oh, I'm sorry, it was
sorry
such a
for
bad
I'm
video.
sorry for wasting your time.
Please watch again. Don't leave. I'm sorry, I'm so bad at this. It's really late. Oh. It's not that late.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week. Yeah, leave us a comment and we'll read them. Be nice. I love you. Bye.
To find true love with the spear of Cupid.